Welcome to this demo of the Replication Management Server, RMS, in IBM Db2GH Hub, the next generation of IBM's AI-driven database management console. In this video, we'll walk through how the experience has improved compared to the previous IBM Db2 Intelligence Center, Db2IC. In Db2IC, replication was tucked under the administration menu, you had to know where to look. In IBM Db2GH Hub, replication has its own dedicated top-level menu item. Before you can use any replication functions in IBM Db2GH Hub, you need to configure the Replication Management Server. This is a one-time step that did not exist in Db2 Intelligence Center. You can access this from the RMS menu, or you will be prompted from the Source, Target, or Configurations tabs as well. Without this step, the Source, Target, and Configurations tabs will show a message saying, "Please configure centralized REST server details to proceed." With a link back to the replication management, the page is called Configure Replication Server and in the details, click Test Connection to verify. Then click Save. Now once the RMS is configured, let's look at the Replication Connections page. In Db2 Intelligence Center, this page had two tabs, Connections and Configurations. In IBM Db2GH Hub, it now has four tabs, Connections, Source, Capture, Target, Apply, and Configurations. Notice that the Source tab now has its own dedicated columns: Replication Connection Name, Database Host, Database Port, Replication Schema, and Capture Status. This is a much more detailed view compared to Db2IC, where Source and Target were listed together without role-specific columns. You can still create connection profiles from the Connections tab as before, but registering a machine as a source or target requires the RMS to be configured first. Let's look at one of the key differences in how a source machine is registered between Db2 Intelligence Center and IBM Db2GH Hub. In Db2 Intelligence Center, simply creating a connection was enough to activate that machine as a replication source. The replication schema was always set to the default value QASN and there was no way to change it. In IBM Db2GH Hub, creating a connection does not automatically activate the machine for replication. That is now a separate and explicit step done from the Source tab. This gives you much more control. You can now specify a custom replication schema instead of being locked into the default QASN. Another important improvement is that the Replication Management Server now supports different hostnames for your database server, your REST-Lite server, and your MQ server. In Db2IC, all three had to be on the same machine. In Db2GH Hub, these can each run on separate hosts, making it much more flexible for enterprise and distributed environments. The same applies to the target as well. In Db2GH Hub, registering a target is also a separate explicit step done from the Target tab, with the same flexibility of a custom schema and separate hostnames for the database, REST server, and MQ. Now let's compare the Configurations tab between Db2 Intelligence Center and IBM Db2GH Hub. In Db2 Intelligence Center, creating a configuration is simple. You click Create Replication Configurations, and ask you to choose just two things: a source connection profile and a target connection profile. That is all. No configuration name, no schema details. In IBM Db2GH Hub, the configurations list is more detailed. You can also see that each configuration name is a clickable link, giving you a detailed view of that configuration. The Replication Sets page will feel familiar if you've used Db2IC. The concept is the same. A replication set defines the data replication between your source and target databases. In Db2 Intelligence Center, to create a replication set or view the list, you had to go back to the main menu and navigate to replication sets from there. It was a separate top-level destination. In IBM Db2GH Hub, you can still navigate to replication sets from the main menu as before. But now you also have the option to navigate directly through a configuration. Thank you for watching. We hope this demo gave you a clear picture of how IBM Db2GH Hub simplifies replication management with the new Replication Management Server.